Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at Tower of Guns, which will be available on the Steam store, if not when this video goes up, then very soon after. This is a game by Terrible Posture Games, and it is kind of described by them as a lunch break FPS, and what they mean by that is that it's a first-person shooter that if you were to win the game, it would take roughly an hour to win, which I think is a pretty cool idea. So it's kind of got that same kind of rogue-like style to it in a way, where things are randomly generated, and if you have a good run, it shouldn't take too terribly long to finish the game. So the game will be available for $15 normally, and for the opening week sale it will be $10. So I'm going to jump in here, and I do need to say I have a review copy that includes a fully completed save with everything unlocked. So when you first start, you actually only have these two guns unlocked, and I think only the first perk. So I'm not sure how to unlock all of these, but that's totally cool. I'm just doing this because it's a little easier to show off what's going on here. So I'm going to choose the hedgehog here. And I might try and do maybe 2 runs this video, because I'm still not very good at the game, and I'm using the Too Young to Die perk, which turns the difficulty down and gives damage, armor, and loot and XP up. So as you can see, some of these perks are pretty darn good, and I feel like this is probably one of the best ones so far. So I will kind of explain what's going on here. First thing that I need to mention is that I really enjoy the art style of the game. It kind of reminds me in a lot of ways of like Borderlands, which is cool because I definitely like the Borderlands art style. So these are the hug bots, but I'm going to give you a little hint. You should probably choose to kill these guys at the beginning, because look at that. I haven't even gotten to my first room of enemies, and I've got almost a level 3 weapon, so that is pretty darn good, as well as having 29 cents. So this game does have kind of a system that I've always liked. It kind of reminds me of like Ratchet and Clank, that kind of stuff, where you can actually upgrade the level of your guns, and this is some of the actual gameplay of the game. And I'm sure you are already discovering why the game is called Tower of Guns. Basically, we've got this multiple floor tower that we're trying to get through, and each room that we enter is going to have various kind of death machine gun traps that are trying to kill us. And so kind of on the art style, everything has kind of a mechanical, almost maybe steampunky kind of vibe to it, which is definitely cool. You can see that when we kill enemies, we get tons of like loot drops, we get money, we get health, we get experience for our guns, everything like that. And it is giving kind of like some little tutorial things, but I think the game doesn't really need that much of a tutorial. Especially if you've played FPS games before, it's pretty straightforward, and I like that about it. It's pretty easy to just kind of pick up and understand what's going on from the beginning. So, I mean, obviously our goal here is to get through all the floors, and I think the farthest I've made it was like partway through the 2nd floor, and that's with this fully unlocked save. So the game is pretty tough, and it'll take a lot of time to get through everything, as well as unlocking everything. Because like I said, I'm not sure how you unlock stuff, but I'm sure it's got, you know, certain things that you need to achieve to be able to unlock each item. And that's cool. So, you know, the game's got quite a bit going for it in terms of length, as well as difficulty. And you know, part of that is probably just because I am like terrible at first-person shooters. If you've watched any of my videos about first-person shooters, you know that I'm not very good at them. So what do we have here? I'm assuming this probably gives us like an extra life. Oh no, it decreased the difficulty. Well, that's nice. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's no way for me to make that jump. Oof. Yep, that hurt. Oh, and that just like teleported me back here. That was cool. Okay. So the nice thing is, you know, this does have that roguelite kind of style to it, where I'm seeing rooms, I'm seeing enemies, I'm seeing items that I have not seen yet. And like I said, well, no, maybe I didn't say. I've only played a couple runs. So this is obviously our boss. And I'm kind of curious if it's a different boss, because so far... Oh, it is a different boss. Interesting. So it's got kind of an Isaac thing to it, where there's probably a pool of bosses for each floor that you can possibly fight. And these boss fights are like crazy. And there's a decent chance that I am not going to win here. Maybe. Oh, no, I died. I was really close to beating him, too. That's okay, though. So I'm going to go to the menu, maybe pick a different perk. Definitely pick a different gun. So I would imagine that there's probably... shoots unicorn vomit. I kind of want to try that one. And maybe let's do... Let's see. I'm just going to raise my health. So I do kind of like the idea of getting to choose your loadout for this. Oh my goodness, can I get hurt if I go in it? Yes, I can. Ooh, well that's going to be tricky. Seems pretty good though. Yeah, the guns are pretty wild. That's kind of another comparison I'd make to something like Ratchet and Clank. Is a lot of the guns are kind of centered around like being kind of humorous, which I'm down with. I kind of like that. Oh, nice. We've got lava there. That's actually the first time I've seen that, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, as far as like the game itself goes, though, I'm having a good time with it. I seem to be finding lately that I enjoy first-person shooters more if they're like this kind of thing, or like I guess the other one was Paranautical Activity that I did a video on. You know, more of these kind of... It's a first-person shooter, but it's also a roguelike kind of thing. I tend to like that a lot. The music is alright. It's not necessarily my kind of thing, but that also seems to be kind of a standard for these kind of games. I felt the same way about Paranautical Activity as well. The music was not really my thing, but you know, it's still good music. I just don't necessarily find it to be, you know, it's not music that I'm gonna be like singing later. Which I suppose it doesn't need to be. It does what it, you know, it does what it's supposed to do. It definitely fits in with the environment here and kind of adds to the environment a bit. All right, so let's go fight our boss with this gun. I suppose if we die here, are we gonna get the Dr. Tower? Oh, this is actually another boss that I haven't seen. It's interesting because my other runs, each time I got the same boss. So yeah, this gun seems to be like OP for this boss though. Just kind of like taking him out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this game though. I can see myself. What I'm probably gonna do is probably delete the save, since like I said, this is the kind of the review copy, fully unlocked save. Oh nice, and I got more health. So this will take us to the next floor. I did not find any secrets that time. It is done in the UDK engine, if if that's something that concerns anyone. I know sometimes people like to know what engine stuff's done in, so if you've played other UDK games, it feels like that. I like some of the little dialogue. It's pretty funny. It's not always the easiest thing to pay attention to. So I guess these are more kind of passive enemies. They don't really like actively try and shoot me. Okay, so damage up, nice. So those badges are definitely something that if you see them, you want to grab them, because they're essentially like getting a passive upgrade. And then we can actually get items. I've only gotten one before. They don't seem to be too common yet, but I'm sure that's all kind of just circumstantial on whether or not you'll find an item. You know, like I said, it is random. As you can tell, I mean, this is the second run in the video, and this one is definitely different from the first run. I've definitely found this level, when I made it here before, to be much more difficult than the first level. I think, like my other run, I was using that hedgehog gun, well, I can't say that word today, hedgehog gun. Don't know why that word was not working for me. Anyways, don't mind me just fumbling over the English language here. And I think I went through like all of the first floor without taking any damage. And then I got to this floor and just was like demolished. Yeah, this room is wild. Holy cow. Sorry if we get like any kind of framiness going on. I have a feeling my laptop is probably not going to like this level too much. There's just kind of a lot of stuff going on here. Holy cow. Well, it seems that my computer is doing okay, though. I just don't know if I'm doing okay. What in the world is going on? I just want to get out of here, I think. As far as I know, there aren't like branching paths like in Isaac. You know, I don't think there are really extra rooms to go to. Okay. Well, what do I do about the lasers? Besides just like walk into them over and over. So this is one of those situations where gun choice can really kind of affect your game, because clearly the gun I'm using is... Oh no! Holy mackerel. That wasn't good. And I'm gonna take a bunch of fall damage, yeah. That's what I thought. That was quite the trap there. Jeez. Alright, well I'm gonna go fight the boss and probably lose like instantly. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers kind of my thoughts. Oh, what the fudge is this? Big old spike room. So what am I fighting? Because there's definitely like a health bar here. I mean, am I just fighting like the random enemies in the room? Let's find out. No, because that didn't affect the health bar at all. Oh, and I was dead. Yeah, I don't even know what you were supposed to do about that. That'll be interesting to figure out. But yeah, that is going to kind of wrap up my look at Tower of Guns. I definitely like it. I definitely think that I will be playing a lot more of it. Probably, like I said, deleting my save and trying to legitimately unlock everything, which I'd imagine would take a lot of time. So there's definitely that to look forward to, if that is kind of something that you look for in these kind of games. but I would definitely recommend it for anyone who is into roguelikes, as well as anyone who is into first-person shooter games, because it is a really, really great mashup of the two. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I think if you looked at this, if you watched the video until now and thought it looked like something you would like, I would suggest picking it up, definitely. I wholeheartedly recommend this game. So, with that, I am going to wrap up here. So, as always, feel free to comment if there's anything that you'd like to comment on. Subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos every single day, and if you liked my look at Tower of Guns, please consider clicking the like button, because that could help me out a lot, and I appreciate everything that you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.